Today I have a massive manga haul. These ones I have been collecting for the last few months. I got some of them for Christmas as well. This is probably my biggest haul yet. Not probably, this is my biggest haul yet. I'm so excited and so happy about all of these manga. I'm looking at them now and they all just fill my heart with so much love. And particularly one of these ones, stick around because it is extremely rare. I'm so fortunate to have it. I'm so lucky. I was just so excited when I saw it, and guys, it's one of 200. But let's jump straight into this one. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. Let's go. I'm going to start with Say I Love You. Now, I did haul, I believe it was 1 to 4 in my previous manga hauls as well. So I've been collecting these ones slowly. If you guys are an avid watcher of this channel, then you guys know that Say I Love You is one of my favorite manga series of all time. I don't know, but it is one of my favorites. I really love this series. I feel like it isn't as popular as it should be. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's not too old, but it's a goodie. I really like this one. So we have volume 5 to 9. Now, Say I Love You does have the typical shoujo mold where it is the quiet girl falling in love with the very popular high school boy, and the boy becomes interested in the shy and melancholy girl, but she actually kind of, I think she like injures him somehow, or she like kicks him or something. I don't know. I really have to do a reread of this. It has been so long since I last read this, probably over 9 years ago now. Whoa, that's amazing. But I really loved the anime as well, because there is an anime adaptation for this. But yeah, I just think this one has a great story, a mix of love and the relationship dynamics, but also a really good mix of friendship and family dynamics as well. I also did just quickly want to point out that these volumes aren't always printed with quality in mind. So I have been having trouble receiving these and the spines. It is just something with manga publishing where on the side tops and the bottoms always getting caught, especially on the sides, and you having like this little hangnail type of thing on the cover. I've been having, and then it like peels the paper off, and then you have like a rip or a tear there. It doesn't just happen with Kodansha, it happens with Viz, it happens with Yen Press. It seems to just be a generic thing with the printing, but I really hope in the future that these publishing companies really take into account that a lot of collectors would really appreciate premium volumes. High school debut. I have volumes. It's a pretty random assortment. Okay, so I have volumes 2 to 6, 8 to 12. So I am missing 1, 7 and 13. This is an older series, so it is really hard to get. I did get these ones off eBay for a very reasonable price, but considering I am missing 3 volumes, I don't know if I'm going to wait to see if somebody else is going to get rid of their whole series and then try and sell these. But these ones are old ones. They are out of print. You guys know that I love collecting manga series that are out of print if they are my favorites. These volumes are in pretty decent condition. They are actually in really nice condition, and that's what I look for as well, to make sure that the volumes, even though they are old and out of print, I don't want to be buying volumes that are really damaged, really destroyed, really loved and abused. I still really like to have very mint condition volumes, even if they are out of print. And I also don't like to pay an arm and a leg for them, so I am so happy that I got these. High School Debut is a romance slash a comedy, and I have been really leaning into the comedy aspect in my romance shoujo and manga very heavily this year. I feel like I just needed that dopamine hit constantly, so I have been really loving the mix of comedy in my manga, and you guys will see that with more of these volumes, especially in the later half of this year. High School Debut is about a girl who wants to get a boyfriend in high school. She doesn't really know how to do it or how to go about it, so with the help of another student who is a male, he kind of agrees to help her get a boyfriend under the condition that she doesn't fall in love with him. I don't know if I'm spoiling this, but there are a lot of obstacles after they start dating, which are again pretty generic plot devices in shoujo, like the return of ex-girlfriends, other admirers for the female lead, other admirers for the male lead, and how they handle these situations together. I don't know, I really liked it when I read it. I would really love to see if I still think that way after I do give it a reread. Series is one that I am so in love with right now. Let's do it already. This is volume 2. We currently have, I believe volume 3 is out in the US. I can't get my hands on it yet. It is coming out, I believe, in January here in Australia, but if you guys know, this series is so funny. It's so hilarious. I love the main 2 characters. This series is essentially about a girl, again, see, another comedy romance. I have been loving these so much, but I also really just love the couple and how different they are. The guy is very, very uptight. He wants to follow tradition, and that tradition is to not be involved with anybody physically, romantically until I believe 18. And the female girl, she just is a lover. She wants to be in this relationship, committed, doing all sorts of cute, fun stuff. She also really is, she's like an ex-rebel as well, which I really, really love. But the main lead, the main male lead, is a part of this conglomerate group, or this really big company, where he doesn't want to disappoint his family, but also he wants to stick by his values, even if they are seen as being old and very traditional and not something that is relevant in today's society. But he still wants to stick by those values, and he thinks that is important for himself to stick to those values, which I really, 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 really like. I like the dynamic of having 2 completely different characters, having 2 completely different opinions about public displays of affection, and even just like private affection as well, and when that is okay to do it. It is so sweet. It is so funny. It is probably one of the sweetest, funniest opposite attracts that I have read this year. So I highly, highly recommend that you guys pick up Let's Do It Already. Let's move on to something a little bit different. My boy, I don't always read manga with the intention of romance or feeling giddy or having comedy in it, and this one is definitely a change of pace. I often read for the intention of being more open-minded, comprehension on subjects that I didn't really understand before, or being more open-minded, getting different perspectives on the world around me, but also because I like to feel for characters as well. And My Boy is definitely one of those series. This series is a series about the relationship between a 12-year-old boy and a 30-year-old woman. And I know this series might make some people feel uncomfortable, but I feel like that is the reason why it exists. It is to explore relationships like this. The author is handling this complex situation in a mature way. At least the main female lead is aware. She really, really thinks about their interactions together. Always has this internal kind of debate and struggle as to whether what is right and what is not right. Obviously, she's dealing with a young boy. I don't think this story is a sexual one. I think it's more of a story about motherly love for this boy, but it's also about how others view and perceive this type of relationship. I just think, like, dude, not everything has to be sexual. So this manga was a beautiful portrayal of what it means to love between both people by a 12-year-old who grows up throughout the story of this manga and a 30-year-old woman as well. This story was absolutely wonderful. It was so mature, it was so beautiful. I loved it so much, hence why I have the whole, I need volume 9. Volume 9 is really hard to get, but hence why I have the complete collection, almost. Another one that I kind of don't really have the complete collection for yet, but I am slowly but surely trying to collect, is We Were There. This is one of my favorite series of all time in the whole universe. I love this series so much. It has to be in probably my top 10, and that, you guys know, is really hard if you love manga as much as me to actually say. But I love this series. It is out of print. There are still a few volumes that you can get from like eBay, Amazon, places like that that still have some volumes in stock from when they were printing these. So these are considered new volumes, I guess. Some of them are a little bit scuffed up, probably just from being sat in the warehouse for such a long time, but I really love this. This is one of those beautiful coming of age stories. It's tender, it's heartwarming, but it's heartbreaking as well. Just all the feels, all the feels. So I have volumes 3, 4, 8, 11 and 12. I have a lot to go, and I know some that I just can't get. So I will have to wait until somebody is either getting rid of those volumes secondhand, or they're trying to get rid of their whole collection. This one is about a not so popular girl falling in love with a popular boy. This series definitely focuses on a lot of topics that a lot of other shoujo definitely shy away from, including like there are some like sex scenes as well in this. So this, while it is set in high school and the first year of high school as well, so it does seem like it might not be too mature. Let me tell you, this one is so mature. It tackles a lot of difficult topics and also goes through how these characters overcome this, how they overcome it together, what it means to be in a relationship, what it means to love somebody even though you've had sexual relationships with other people that make other people feel uncomfortable. How do you overcome that? And also, how do you overcome not expressing your feelings so you can have a beautiful, decent relationship? How to grow as a person, but how to not bring other people down with you. So amazing, so good. I kind of feel like this is almost like Neighborhood Story. It's not the same, but it focuses on, both of those series focus on what it means to love somebody, but to also not hold them back from who they need to be or who they want to be. So if you guys have read Neighborhood Story or vice versa, I think that you will, this one is more dramatic of course, will enjoy either series. Okay, I have a little stack here of like first volumes. Let's start with Otaku Vampires Love Bites. I got this just because everybody has been talking about it and I thought I would really enjoy it. I'm super excited for the vampire trope to come back. Hence why I picked this one up. It just looks cute, it looks funny, it looks like a good time. Now this is pretty random. I got volume 1 and 3 of My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Again, I haven't read this, so I am kind of going out of my I have to read it to buy it phase, I guess, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to really love this one. I love gaming and it looks like it's going to be funny. It is more of a mature couple as well. These guys are in college or college age, so that's something that I really love, and this one is really popular. Let's talk about this series because I have read this. Well, I have read volumes 1 and 2. I have volumes 1, 2 and 4. They didn't have 3 or else I would have got 3. This one I picked up because you guys have been recommending it to me, because I did say that I loved Gazing at the Star Next Door. Nobody told me how hilariously funny this is, and this is probably the funniest, wittiest, craziest series that I have read. so far this year, maybe ever. It is just, it's so funny, but it's also like funny in a really, oh my god, did she just like say that? Did she just draw that? That's crazy, that's wild, but that's so funny. That's so funny. Even if it's not laugh out loud funny, I just go, did you just do that? It's really hilarious. So this series is about a boy band lead singer, but wait, no, it's about a boy band lead singer, and this girl is in love with him. Not the kind of love where, you know, she wants to go out with him, but in the kind of love where she is the biggest fan. She supports him any way she can by buying all the merch. Just a crazy, 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 crazy fangirl. She is a cleaner. One day she's sent to an apartment to clean somebody's house, but it turns out to be the lead singer of the boy band. But he is not the guy that he portrays to be on TV. That persona is worlds apart from his actual real personality. The story is just about her kind of meeting him, becoming his friend, but also encouraging him because he spirals. He's a mushroom. He's not confident in himself, so she's always there to back him up, to help him, to encourage him, but to also keep his secret as well. I've read 1 and 2. I know that this is going to be a favourite series. It's just so funny. I mean, there's not a lot to it. It's just kind of funny, you know, which sometimes you need that light, funny read, but it's also just like, that's cute. You guys know I have Kimi ni Todoke. It's in the back there. I've been collecting the rest of the volumes, the rest of the series. This one is the spin-off series, which I still count as being a part of Kimi ni Todoke. So I picked up volume 1, I picked up 2, and then I picked up 3 as well. 3 is the last one, so this spin-off series is complete. Unfortunately, I don't want to start my reread until I've collected all of Kimi ni Todoke. Guess what? You can't get 26, 29, and 30 anywhere. They are out of print. So I'm going to have to wait until somebody is getting rid of them or they start printing them again, which, why aren't you printing them? Why aren't you printing them? Like, it's a very, very popular series. So I feel like Viz will start printing them again one day. Fingers crossed. But I might still, I'm thinking about it because I don't know when this is going to be. So I'm thinking about just starting my reread, and with my gaps, I feel like I'm just going to have to either just read those volumes online. Okay, we have Library Wars. I have 14 and 15 as well that I did haul. So now I have the complete collection. This is 1 to 13. Library Wars is something that I loved so much when I read it online that I just had to have the whole collection. This one is out of print, so I was super lucky to see it at a reasonable price and in very, very great condition on eBay. I love the fact that Library Wars blends funny comedy, romance with this more hard-hitting action. What really powers this series through, in my opinion, is the romance and the will they, won't they get together. But of course, that's just one thing that I really loved about this series. Of course, you guys know that I love harder-hitting discussions, and this one talks about censorship, especially in more of a kind of futuristic or alternate universe where the world is heavily censored. The main female protagonist is one of the most resilient female protagonists that I have read for such a long time, especially in manga. She is very athletic, a bit of a meathead. She wants to do her best in everything while kind of almost being a little bit too blasé about some things. You know, she doesn't always think with her brain. She kind of goes full force into situations and just relies on her strength, even though that strength is not as powerful as she thinks it is. This group that wants to censor everything is always trying to attack the libraries and take books that they believe should not be given out to people. And the libraries, anybody can go to the libraries and read these books. So it's this like war between the libraries and this censorship group. And it's really about that. It's about free speech, what it means to have free speech. Should we fight for free speech, and what that looks like. A great all-around beautiful series that I think is also really, really important to read, especially in this day and age. The second to last series that I'm going to show you guys is Horimiya. So I started to collect Horimiya. I collected volumes 1, 2 and 3, and I do have those as well just over there, but I saw this listing on eBay of volumes 1 to, is it 16? 15. So pretty much almost the whole collection. I'm just missing the limited edition 17th book that just came out, so I will be getting that soon, and volume 17. But I got this at such a reasonable price, and also the volumes, I got this for $150. Okay, if I collected this just by buying them brand new, it would have been like $400. So, and I've seen listings go for like $200, $250. I got this at a really, really reasonable price, and I'm so thankful that I saw the listing straight away and I was able to jump on it straight away. One of my favorite series, also a comedy / romance. It's amazing. It's so funny. Yay. I love these so much. So Horimiya is about a girl who is known for being smart, attractive, and she is very popular in her school, but on the other hand, her classmate is known as being boring and gloomy, and he tends to be known as kind of like a loser fanboy. But one day he kind of accidentally appears in front of the female lead in this manga series, and he is completely different. He is pissed, and he has cool hair. He looks secretive and sexy, and she's just like, wait, double take. And I guess this series is about that there isn't just always one side to a person. Everybody has different sides for themselves. They are more than just what maybe somebody sees at school. There's a lot to people, and that's what this story is about, I guess deep down, but on the surface it is a romance comedy. It's so funny, it's so hilarious. There are of course like very tender moments, dramatic moments in this as well. I do wish there was a little bit more couple time, but the comedy, the friendships, just the overall feeling of like high school life and that being a fun experience is what I really love about this series. And yeah, the romance just kind of keeps you turning the page because you go, okay, next, but it is a really fun series, and it's also a really cute anime as well. But I just love it so much, and I'm so excited to reread it. But yeah, like I said guys, I've just been really enjoying like rom-coms, romance comedies, so I feel like if I pick this up soon, it's just going to really establish my love for romance comedies even more. But I will have to add, yes, volume 17 and volume 16. Okay, the Big Bertha, the ultimate manga in this haul is something that I'm so proud of and so happy to own. It's so heavy. Yes, I own one of 200 limited collector's edition of the manga Fruits Basket. What? Okay, wait, let me open it. So this box looks like this. I will show you some up close better pictures in some b-roll, so don't worry, but are you kidding me? So You guys might be thinking, wait, that is not the Tokyo Pop editions. They are just bootleg editions. No, they're not. These are officially licensed fruit basket volumes from the publisher Chuangyi. Sorry if I butchered that. This is a publishing company that they are out of business now. They used to publish in Oceania, which is of course Australia, New Zealand, through the distribution of Madman Entertainment. If you're Australian, you know Madman, and also some Southeast Asian countries as well, but in English. So these are officially licensed English volumes. These in and of themselves are extremely hard to get. If you have like 5 volumes, these can go for like $200, just like this. It is not a common thing to have the whole collection. It is even rarer to have this box set. Madman only released in 2008 200 of these guys. Now, most people probably bought this and threw away the box and just kept the manga. Now, like I said, you can get this series like this, but it's really, really, really difficult. And also, you can get the singles, but you will have a hard time finding certain volumes. Certain volumes will be more expensive. I've seen some volumes, especially later volumes, because not everybody collected later volumes. They might have started collecting volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just, you know, gave up, became disinterested. Just like a lot of manga series, a lot of later volumes are harder to get. What makes these so cool and why I wanted these volumes above the Tokyo Pop editions is that they are slimmer, but they are also more traditional in the fact that they have slip covers or dust jackets. They are still paperback books, but they are just more of a traditional Japanese style book. You can get the Tokyo Pop editions as well. They are out of print, but you can get them. The thing is, it's really hard to pick up the whole series, and at times they are in extremely bad condition. And usually people want like $600, $700, $800, $900 for those. With this edition as well, you can get the whole series for like probably the same price, $600, $700, $800, $900. But with this collection with the box, these go for like $3,000 because they are so rare. I saw one go for like $1,000, I think, on eBay like a few years ago. This one, I'm not even kidding you, I got for like $500. And I had this on my wish list. Somebody offered me one for like $1,000 and I was just like, maybe not. I have been wanting this for so long, maybe not so long, but since I read Fruits Basket and fell in love with it. I've wanted this edition since I saw this edition. I didn't know about this edition, but when I was like searching for volumes that I wanted to pick up, if I was going to pick up the Tokyo Pop editions or the new like omnibus special edition ones. With me, I don't really like omnibuses, so I kind of really wanted the singles. So I was looking at the Tokyo Pop ones. I just came across this on Reddit and I was like, oh my god, that looks stunning, that looks beautiful. And then I did some more research and I found out it was so hard to get. But then it just popped up on eBay and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? It was a sign, it was for me, and I had to get it. In this box set, we have all volumes 1 to 23, all in beautiful, amazing condition. This one is one of my favorites, and all in the original Japanese cover art as well. This one is also one of my favorite covers. I love this character so much, and this character too. I love all of the characters, they're so amazing. Also in this box set, you were given some exclusive little bits and bobs. So we have a manga sampler, just like a little sampler of these manga series. And then also we have just like a little character reference guide as well. It just has little insights into the characters, their favorite hobbies, nicknames, blood types, just little things like that. All of the books do have this blue. They all pretty much look exactly like this. What is just different is, of course, the dust jacket. I also really love that these ones are shiny covers. I'm just really over matte covers, or like semi-matte covers, because they get damaged so much easier, and these ones are easy to wipe, easier to take care of. I just love that I have that in my collection. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate this and how thankful and happy I am to own one of only 200, probably less now, definitely less. I don't know, there might be 10 of these out in the wild. That's crazy. I hope you guys really enjoyed this haul. Let me know down in the comments what series is your favorite at the moment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!